I'm Madeleine Segal. I run Chocolate Hollow. It's an all-vegan chocolate operation in Virgins. And our main mission is to make the very best vegan milk-style chocolate possible. We call ours Schmilk. I always loved chocolate. I had a really strong connection with this food ever since I can remember, including milk chocolate. The two are very different for me, dark chocolate and milk chocolate. I love them both, but they're different moods. And when I went vegan about 7 years ago, there really wasn't a good substitute. And it was one of the hardest things for me, probably the hardest thing. So a few years back, I started chocolate making as a hobby and just doing the traditional bean to bar dark chocolate, which was great. But while I was doing it, I thought, why not try out making some faux milk chocolate? If you look at the history of milk chocolate, it's something that's been developing over hundreds of years, and there's been a lot of opportunity to refine the concept. And it's a tough thing to recreate in a short time. Mine definitely fits into the category. Most people, if I don't tell them first that it's vegan, don't know. A lot of people say, I get why you don't eat meat, but what's wrong with milk? It doesn't hurt a cow to milk it. In fact, they need to be milked. But the milk industry and the veal industry are closely intertwined. In fact, obviously there's no way to have the milk industry without supporting veal. Factory farming is a really horrendous thing that exists. There's sickness, pain. The people in charge are trying to make as much money as quickly as possible, and that leads to suffering. And the best thing you can do to save water is to go vegan. I read a statistic a few weeks ago. Eating a quarter pounder is the equivalent of 6 months worth of showers. It's crazy how much water goes into these foods. And the other thing to think about with chocolate is that it's a product with ingredients that are often involved in some human rights issues. A lot of chocolate production in Africa, for example, is related to child slavery, horrible working conditions, and it's very unregulated. So I try to source as responsibly as possible, exclusively using fair trade or direct trade cocoa products. I'm always proud when I improve a recipe. I'm always proud when I get the chance to demonstrate to someone who isn't aware of these issues that an alternative can be just as good. I'm proud to be focused on doing the right thing and improving something that's important to me, as opposed to making as much money as possible. People who are somewhat inclined to go vegan but are having trouble with the transition, I really appreciate it. I know I would have done back when I was transitioning. Most people don't care. They think, this is not for me. I don't care about these issues. But once in a while, you get someone really excited and motivated to make a change in their lifestyle, and that's great.